A good
Mute.
evening, everybody, and welcome to Empower Her and our weekly, as you know, call. What I will want to share with everybody is that the time has changed slightly this week because we do have to compromise when it comes to our guests and when their availability is. But I appreciate in England, it's later than normal. Usually it's 6 p.m. Sometimes we have it 10 a.m., but it's always wonderful to have you on board. So today, before we start, I can see some new names and we do record, so it will go on to YouTube and be translated into Spanish for our Spanish community. But let me remind you that Empower is a movement to encourage, motivate women in particular. That's not to say men are not allowed, it's just because men are our enablers. We just want to empower women to take the step from where they are to where they want to go and motivate them and inspire them. So, the series of 12 have been on board to encourage that. So, today with me, I have a wonderful individual. Her name is Nadia Khan. I'm not going to share too much because I want the spotlight to stay on her. And she's the founder of a cafe, a Nadia Cafe, a Cafe Nadia. And I think that has made me more curious to understand because I really don't know Nadia too much myself. So I'll be learning a lot. She is London based and she's built a space where culture, connections, and meaningful experiences thrive. She's also the chairperson of United Aims Foundation, UAF, and we'd love to know more about that, a non-profit empowering women who have been affected by domestic abuse. And we know that is a big space as well. And it's a challenging space because many of us do not show up, own up, and it can be buried. So, welcome, Nadia. And I would love you to start by introducing yourself, sharing with everybody who you are, because some of our individuals know each other and some don't. And let's start. Where were you before you became the entrepreneur and the individual you are? So everybody would love you to share your story, but also at the same time, what we take away is that we all know the journey isn't just an upward trend. We go through ups and downs, and that's what motivates everybody. So over to you, Nadia.
Thank you so much, Shazia, and everyone here. I'm so sorry because of me, you have to change the time because of my personal some issues. So thank you. I want to introduce you myself that I work for human rights. I have a foundation for women empowerment. Here in UK, when I started this movement and started this foundation, I noticed women's they were there, but I am so glad, I'm so happy, and it made me so proud that so many men they came forward and they supported us. And they were, when I do any conference or something, they are there. And like, if for example, if we are having speakers like 10, 8 of them, or maybe 7 of them are men, and they are talking about us, and they are giving us encouragement that we can do it and we are on right path. So this is a great thing what you are doing. I really appreciate you. And the other thing, Cafe Nadia, that is like from my heart and it's my passion. And I don't know how I started this. And as you said that it's not a easy way and it's not an easy path. So for me, the challenge was that it was a big, like, in different country, this is not my birth country, and when you come in other country, you don't have that much resources, you don't have that much circle, friends, and your family to support you, so you have to do everything alone. So my biggest fear was that what if I started and I failed, or maybe I waste my time. And you know that in this country and overall, the time is very precious. So that was my biggest fear of wasting my time. But also I love this project so much, so I started anyhow.
So let me take you back a little bit, Nadia. So you've already shared with our audience that you're new to, well, you were new to England when you
Yeah.
started these projects. So when
Yeah.
you came first, because I've worked with a lot of women who have moved to different countries
Mhm.
and the challenges they face when they move, because in their home country they have a different scenario, different
Yeah.
situation, and a
Mhm.
different. They've reached a certain point in their career, and then they move to a new country and they have to start all over again, and they feel disheartened and they feel, can I be bothered? So when you moved to England,
Mhm.
where was your first starting point? Where did you have to start from, and how did you pick yourself up and get yourself to where you are today?
Since 2014, I was back in Pakistan, and it was my dream to open a cafe. So for that, I traveled. I went to Europe, Spain. I did my master's, and after that, it was always in back in my mind that I want to start a cafe. Uh, and at that time it was almost impossible, because in a different country, and you don't know anybody, as we discussed earlier. And the funny thing is, whenever I started to start my journey as like open a cafe, many people went against me, and even some of them tried even to destroy my dream. And they, like, all of the word, like, you can say that the word was on one side and I was standing on one side, and I was saying, no, I will do, this is my dream, I will do that. So I think that passion, and when I trust in myself, you go anywhere in this world, like any country. You don't know the language. As I said, I was in Spain, I didn't know the language, but slowly I learned. And after that, when I came to England, it was very new and very cold, so for me it was really hard. But when you decide something for yourself, even whole world is against you, even it's a new country, even it's a new language, you have to stay firm on your decision that you want to do, and that's it. And I think
Perfect.
there's
That's a
nothing.
great, I think
Yeah.
that's a great tip you've given everybody, and a tool that you made a decision, you had a dream, and you
Mhm.
were passionate, and everybody was against you, and you still decided that this is what I'm going to do. How
Yeah.
many of us change our minds when we, so what happens a lot is when we feel everybody's on one side, I'm on one side, the majority must be right. Well, actually, it's about what you want. Now, I know I've got some Spanish speakers on the call, so.
Mhm.
When you went to Spain, again, you had the challenge of the language. So have you learned Spanish? Because I've got about 2 weeks to learn Spanish in before I face the Spanish community. So that is a challenge as well. But good job on you for being able to do that. So once you decided and everybody was against you, many people stopped because of resources. Starting a business which is service driven is less resourceful, but a cafe needs,
Yeah.
it needs a physical. I mean, I want you to share because I could be assuming, but in my head, when I think of cafe and I think of Nadia's cafe, I think of the physical space, the ambience, location. So how Nadia were you able to do that when
So
everybody was against you as well?
um, it's like 2014, like almost how many years? Like 12
Yeah, nearly
years?
12 years because of 2026.
Nearly 12 years. So it was not like over the night that I thought that I will open my cafe, Cafe Nadia. It was like years of years. Many time I failed. And one time I remember I was this close to open my cafe, and all of that was gone. So I have to rebuild my brand again. I have to change the name. I have to change the location and everything. So you are right that it's really hard, but these days, like in 2010, since 2025, I started working again on this new name, and like the old dream, but with new name. So when I started, I learned about the AI. I did some AI programs, and through that, I learned that if you are one person, you can do through AI a lot of things. Like AI is like your assistant. Like if you want to do some make some kind of artwork for your cafe or any business, like social media campaign or anything, AI is there. You can use Gemini, you can use Chat GPT now. It's really easy. Even you are struggling to find the space and the location and you want to know some expert advice, you can go
Mhm.
there and just ask them. So in 2025, when I started learning AI, so I realized that it's far easy than I was, because I was so much worried that what if I, since 2014, I didn't have that courage to start straight away. So when I got that courage, and when I see that I can handle anything like marketing, I can handle the legal things.
Yeah.
So then I decided, when I was fully ready, but still I had that fear that maybe I was I'm wasting my time, or maybe I'm just, everyone, as you said, that maybe everyone is right, I'm doing wrong. But still there was something in me that, no, I should try. Maybe I will fail, so what? It's my life, it's my decision, it's my dream. If I fail, no, I'm not answerable to anyone. At least I'm doing what I want.
And that's amazing because most people would, the biggest dreams are smashed because we jump out of the fear, but many dreams are crushed as well because many people don't take that step because of fear. The fear of failure is the biggest reason why so many dreams stay dreams, because the dream is in your head, and to make it a reality, you have to take it out. So when was Cafe Nadia born? When was it actually born? Because it's a community-focused cafe in London, and it's a space for culture, connection, and meaningful experiences. So tell us a little bit more about your cafe. What does it kind of, if I were to go virtually, what would I experience?
So it's related to my foundation. So my foundation is Empower Women, and it's
Yeah.
also supports single moms who are struggling with domestic violence and had the
Mhm.
past of domestic violence. So my Cafe Nadia is focused to support them. So all the employment which in future and now we will have, it will be single moms who somehow think that they are left alone, and they're for them there is no more opportunities, and they are just only the moms, and they are looking after the children, and they don't have any dream or anything. So it was focused, and it was related to that. And also,
That's really powerful. Just going to pin you there, because ladies and gentlemen, when we think about a business and when we tighten the niche and really focus on who our audience are going to be, Nadia's Cafe is focused on those single women who felt that their lives may come to an end, or and you're giving them another opportunity. So how powerful and amazing is that? So there's a blend between the cafe and the United Aims Foundation that you are working with. So that is something I think that many of us feel proud of, because it takes a lot of courage, especially when you have a young family yourself, because I know that was one of the reasons why we connected at a later time. But on your journey of creation, and yes, AI and all the tools, but how do you manage your time? That's a big question that everybody faces. Everybody says, I'd love to do this, but I don't have time. I'd love to do this, but I don't have time. But look at you. How do you find the time?
I think I should tell you this, and all the people who are hearing this. You know what? You have to put your energy and time into productive things. For example, if I don't do anything all day, and I just sit and just gossip, and just don't do any productive thing, my one day is wasted. So same day, if I make any plan and try to execute it, or meet any of my friend circle. And the second thing is very important, that you have to have your friend circle who support you, who will be there, and yeah, sorry, yeah,
Yes.
who should be there for you, and they should don't discourage you, encourage you what your dreams are. So my friends circle, luckily, I don't know why, in 2025, I prayed to Allah God that please send me people who can support me and understand me. And Shazia, you have no idea, I'm so blessed You have the people around me are so nice. I feel like they are like my family and they understand me. They are like angels, and I can say they are like angel. That their contribution means a lot, because without them I can't do anything. And that's how I manage my time, because I don't go out and I don't do party. And I don't say that people who do party or do something, like, they are doing something wrong. But for me, I rather work on business ideas. I rather spend my that time with those friends who bring something to table, like business idea and how to execute it. So that's what I do. So I don't waste my time. For example, if tomorrow I am free, I would rather go and I will try a new location for Cafe Nadia rather than going out and wasting my time.
Yeah. And again, I guess that's the quality between different people where we prioritize our time.
Mhm.
So, one failure, Nadia, tell us one real failure, and that gave you, how did you feel? And did you feel it was, did it prevent you or did it become a lesson for you?
um, I never ever experienced any failure in my life. I have experiences
Hmm.
and I have learned a lot.
Hmm.
When some days are not good or not in my favor, I learn from them. And I notice one thing which I really want to share, that whenever I feel that I'm hurt or professionally I'm down or somebody let me down, so that I use it as a fuel, as a strength. Like, for example, I said that many people were against me, that give me more courage to stand on my feet, and that give me more courage to say no, I can do it. Okay, one more person is saying no, so I have one more reason to do this.
I love that because I think we are resilient and the no's are not putting you down, but giving you the
Mhm.
fuel
Yeah.
to empower yourself to propel forward. And
Mhm.
again, it's a blessing when you don't have any failures because when I reflect in my life, we don't have to call them failures. Maybe there's a wrong word. Maybe the word choice should be challenges, which we will have.
Mhm. Challenges.
And if we want to see them as failures, but like you said, you pivoted a lot. The name changed, the brand changed, you kept on rotating,
Yeah.
and you never gave up. And the women around you and the people around you were supportive, whether they were females, and then you said
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
enablers, as we call them, the men, they also came out and supported you as well. So now, where you are today with the cafe, how do you feel? How has it changed your life when you reflect back to the time it was an ideology, it was just up here. Now it's a reality. How does that make you feel? How does it make your children feel? How does it make those people feel that said to you, no, you can't do it?
um I feel so blessed. I feel like there was something inside me who was driving me. And it like I feel like I'm a bit spiritual as well. So I feel like there was a spiritual energy, and there was like spiritual some help behind that. So I feel so happy, so calm and happy. And now I know, and I will tell everyone that if you have any dream and whole world is against you, still stand there. I'm with you. If I can do it, you can do it. And that what it made me more strong, and it made me more believe in myself, that I was not wrong, and it was not such a big or a bad dream of mine. It was just a small dream of a young girl that she wanted to start a cafe. There was nothing wrong with that, and it's done. And I'm so happy, I'm so glad. And
So
I
what's
need to.
next? What are you thinking next? You've got the cafe and it's connected to your humanitarian work as well with the United Aims Foundation. It's a fusion of the two. So you've got the philanthropic side and then you've got the service, and they're both service, right? Because
Yeah.
cafe is a service-driven business, and so is the charity work you do. So
Mhm.
what's next? What's next in Nadia's next vision and next dream board? What do you want to do next now?
Whatever we do as a human, it's not enough for us. Like after every achievement, we think, what's next? and I think that make us tired, and that thing doesn't let us enjoy what we had already.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I think that's it. And I will, like, maybe for a few years or maybe for a few months, I don't know how many more years. For me, this is that's it. And I want to focus on this, because if you earn something or if you get something after so many struggle, and after so many rejections, then you have to keep that thing very preciously. And if it is related to my foundation, and also I want to see that other people can learn from it, and they can see that if I can do it, they can do it, even if I see anyone is doing the same thing like me. So I think that is my achievement. So I think for now it's that's it.
No, I love that because we all, I mean, I know myself, I'm an alpha. I'm always propelling, and I don't think sometimes I stop. I think when
Mhm.
I'm tired, maybe I stop, but it's true. Sometimes we need to pause and we need to reflect. And I had a moment like that last week where I said, right, I'm just going to pause and slow down. And what happens when you slow down, all the abundance starts falling into your
Yeah.
life, right? Because it's the energy you give out is the energy that you take back in. So I really love that. And I think that's really powerful for many people who are listening, that sometimes you just need to pause, embrace what you have
Yeah.
created, and nourish it, and not let the quality of what you've made subside, but keep adding and nurturing it to grow. In terms of your development, your mindset. You have a very, very powerful, strong mindset about what you wanted. Who do you think, or what do you think, contributed to you becoming so strong-minded, or in terms of your decisions? Because I'm a South Asian woman growing up in a South Asian family. I was actually born and bred in England. Even then, I faced some sort of, drumming down, girls don't do that, this is what is expected, and we have to, and it's like we call it the hidden curriculum. That's what you hear every day. It ingrains in you, but something inside me was also like, go away, go away, go away, that's not me, this is me. So with you, who was your inspiration, or how did you keep yourself inspired, motivated, and focused to get to where you are today? Was it an individual? Did you go to networking events? Was it people? What worked for you?
If I start from very young age, my father, he gave me permission to go and travel all around the world. He let me go out. Usually we don't go like that, in Pakistan, and it's really hard. My father, he was there always. And after that, my sister and my friends, I told you that I am blessed with so
Yes.
nice people, and oh my god, they are my strength. And some days if I don't see them, I text them that, okay, I need some more fuel, where are you? So they are always there. I made those friends through networking, and they are all professional, and they are focused on themselves and also empowering, and contributing something to society. So when you are surrounding by those people, so it's like it become part of you, that you don't stop and you keep going, and you see that if everyone is around you is supporting you, helping you, and understanding you, then you think that you are on the right path.
Yeah, and I think that's again, for our audience, it is you, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, there's always going to be somebody who's going to keep motivating you, keep encouraging you to, and like you said, break the stereotype,
Yeah.
and enable you to step up, step out, and become somebody, your own identity. And now, what about your children? How do they look to you as, Mum Nadia? Because again, you've created an identity, and it creates an expectation for them as well.
I always wanted my children to see me as a role model, and whether they want to start the same business or join the same business what I have started or not, it totally up to them. But I wanted to show them that whatever happens, it's not end of the world. You have to stand there and make your own personality, and don't let anyone break you. So like 50% before my children it was for me, and just to show the world that they are saying no and I can do it. But after having my children, it's 100% because of them what I am doing. And the main thing is that it's really very big responsibility. When you have children, you have to drop them to school and take care of them in any way. And uh, I'm so thankful to them, they understand that. Like if I speak to my son that I have some meeting or something, and he will understand that. Like he is like 6 years old and he understand everything. And sometime my friends, they are so nice, and professionally when I have any meeting or something, I take my both of my children with me, so they are part of this project.
They're part of the project. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
they are
And
about,
they're
yeah, they are
born in
part
it.
of my foundation, they are part of everything.
When you talk about responsibility, because you're sharing a big responsibility, not just your children, but also the foundation is a big
Yeah.
responsibility, especially when you've got women coming from different backgrounds with different domestic abuse and you're taking care of them. I mean, how does that, I mean, in that situation itself, have you ever felt, I know me, if I'm facing listening to these stories of domestic violence,
Mhm.
it makes me cross. And I have to really control my emotions because, nobody should have to go through situations like that. How do you manage your emotions when you're dealing with these women day in, day out?
It's really hard, and sometimes when I meet them I feel connected to them, and I feel their pain, and I feel that what they are going through that make me more careful. And I think there is some mental health and family traumas in our generation and everywhere in this world. Like people, they don't understand that how to live on this earth. They just follow their parents. If their parents were abusive, so they repeat the same circle. And unfortunately women have to suffer, like men also do, but mostly women, they have to suffer a lot. And when I meet them, it make me emotionally so much drained. And it take me like a few days to come back to myself and understand the situation and go back to them and support them. But I think that's why, like, if every woman, like for example, it's not only like if you have any foundation or not, everyone take responsibility of only single person, so this world can be changed.
Yeah, and I think it's like I said, the responsibility, you've got the young ones, and then you've got the responsibility of these ladies as well. So
Mhm.
give one small action tonight for our Empower audience, or one or two that you think is going to be something that will be life-changing. We've had, for me, I think for me, it's the Mel Robbins 5 4 3 2 1. When my brain is telling me, Shazia, you're not getting out of bed, you're too tired, and my unconscious mind is saying, no, you need to go for that walk.
Mhm.
You need to go for that walk. You need to look after your health as well. Then I have to let go of my, I would say, my conscious brain and go 5 4 3 2 1 up. Anything that you do that keeps you upbeat, energetic, and impactful in your life and business.
Yeah, every day I spend, I feel like it's my last day. Maybe it is my last day on earth. So whatever I can do, this is now or never. So I, like, if I love my children, my family, I will try to give them as much love as I can give them. I will try to meet and speak to my friends. Maybe tomorrow I'm not like, so every day I spend like this is my last day, and I have to spend it as my last day, so that I don't keep anything pending, and I don't stop. It doesn't stop me and doesn't let me become lazy.
And that's again, you said sharing some really powerful tips because many of us plan, and forget about living now. And that's why I
Yeah,
say, do you live to work or work to live? So it's really important for everybody to really enjoy what you have now
yeah,
because we don't know what the future holds and value that. It's been a really, really insightful, Nadia, having this conversation with you. We all hope, and I'm just checking if anyone's got anything in the chat. Any questions? Let me see if I can open it up. Maybe I did not open. But hopefully you should be able to let can you see my messages in the chat if you can? If you've got any questions for Nadia. But I've been super inspired by the project, the fact that you thought of it, or well, you must have thought of it before, but since 2014 and until now, like you said, it's been some time. But you stuck to it, the grit, the resilience, the passion, the change of country, moving here, starting from scratch. So I think that you've inspired us a lot today. And we are very, very grateful for your time, as we know your time is precious. And we do these every week. Next week, I have everybody at 10 o'clock in the morning. And next week, we have another a lady that I've known since 2017. And she is 50 plus and she's in the fitness. She's a Muslim. She wears a headscarf. She's in the area of fitness. And what's so inspiring for me was that she did 10K runs. She challenged herself to do 10K runs in 1 year in 10 different countries. So 10K, 10 countries in 1 year. And with her the way she wanted to do it. So we're excited to have her next week because that takes a lot of resilience and power to keep that regime and train for it. And in between, she had some accidents as well, and she will share. So I had to reach out for her time because I thought let's get some different types of individuals in. So Nadia and Nadia's Cafe and your humanitarian work, we are super grateful for you. But next week, ladies and gentlemen, let's all come back and also celebrate the next Empower story. And I can see Patricia, you have I'm gonna test my Spanish. So Ari, if you don't mind translating that for me, that would be helpful because I don't like comments to go astray. So Patricia's written in Spanish. All I've understood is Mel Robbins, recommended by Shazia, marvelous. But am I correct?
Patricia,
Yes.
¿escuchas?
Sí.
She's put it in the chat.
¿Dónde escribiste? Porque yo no lo veo.
En el chat acabo de
Maybe she's put
escribir
it privately
es
to
que
me.
I don't, I
Chaya,
don't, I
But
only
let me put it to
see
everybody.
what
ah,
is stuck.
no,
Ah, there.
le
He
he dicho
comprado el
que
libro
es,
El poder de los 5 segundos de Mel Robbins que recomendó Shazia.
sí,
Patricia is saying that she bought the book, The Power of the 5 Seconds of
Yes.
Mel Robbins that you recommended her, and she says it's marvelous.
It's marvelous, absolutely. And it really gets you to do things like Nadia, if you don't want to get up and you follow the 5 second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what you're
yeah,
doing is immediately blocking your brain, telling you it's cold to go out for a walk, and you do it. And we love that. But thank you again, Nadia. Thank you, Eri, for translating. Thank you, Patricia, for
No
your
worries.
comments. Thank you to all of those comments, Seher and Vagi. Is it if I hope Vaji? I hope I've said it correctly. And thank you once again. Everybody is saying that thank you for inspiring story. So next week we are in UK 10 a.m. So the time is jumping. However, we will come back to the 6 on the following week. And I believe I have a Spanish speaker coming soon. So that's going to be an interesting one for Shazia. She's got a lot of Spanish to learn. So thank you. Yes, Ari, do you have a question before we
No,
wrap
no,
up? No.
I just wanted to say to Nadia, keep on the work on the cafe. I've had 20 years a restaurant, and I know what is serving people and what it takes, and keep on because you need a lot of strength. Okay,
yeah.
so
Thank you so much.
congratulations, and I know what you go through every day with the whatever it is with people and with service and when food matters.
Yeah.
So great job.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Ree. Again, enabler. He's always supportive, always on the call, and I really respect and appreciate everybody who provides that support. Looking forward to meeting you very soon in flesh and skin as I fly over to Chile in a couple of weeks. Take care,
Yes.
everyone, and good night. God
See
bless
you
you all.
soon. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you once again, Nadia.
Thank you.